How's it going, folks? Jack Springate here with KMOT News in Minot, and if you can see behind me right about there is a fire that's erupted at the new Trinity Hospital construction site, and I'm going to flip this around to give you a better look as I zoom in here. You can actually hear the flames from where I'm at right now, and they've just gotten a little bit taller, and it looks like they're spanning all the way up to that third story on the construction site at the moment. We can see the fire department has already arrived there on scene. It's tough to tell what caused the fire right now, but it's very, very heavy flames pluming upwards. We don't have any information on how the fire started. We just heard about this a couple minutes ago. And so this is on 36th Avenue Southwest, Minot, by the Trinity new hospital construction site. A lot of folks around here who are checking out what's going on. Let's see where I am here. But just more news coming out of the Trinity construction site today. Earlier today we reported a worker fell down an elevator shaft and was taken to the hospital. We were told he was in stable condition, but now a fire has erupted right in the middle of the site, and you can hear it from all the way where I'm standing right now. We are unclear whether the residencies near the site have been evacuated yet. Like I said, we just heard about this fire going on a few minutes ago, and it's getting really loud now. You can see people on the road here. You can see oh my goodness. A huge explosion just went off in there. Hopefully everyone is okay. And the fire has just got doubled in size. Oh my goodness. And this is a very, very scary sight here in Southwest Minot as you see the smoke plume up here. Wow, an enormous explosion. And the fire continues to rage on. Once again, we just heard about this less than 7 minutes ago. And now the smoke is really pluming through the air. Yeah, Mike Kapfer just said, "Your house just shook." I just felt that last explosion as well. And maybe a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile away from it. The road is blocked off right now. And the only thing that comes to mind here is it had to have been something to do with some gas tanks with those size of explosions, and the flames are violent. It does not look like it's just burning. It looks like it's continuing to be fueled by something. Alright folks, so from where I'm at right now, we still don't have any new information except for the location. The road is blocked off. We're at Southwest Minot on the Trinity, as that's the third big eruption that's occurred since I've been here, since I arrived on scene. Very scary sight. Now the flames are extremely violent. You can smell the smoke in the air. And it smells a lot like when I was in Watford City for the White Owl saltwater disposal site. When that went up in flames, a combination of oil, brine, and water. And now it's even higher. Wow. You can see that it's over 2 stories tall, and some of these explosions have gone over the top of the structure's height. You can see the smoke all the way through the sky. You can still hear how loud it is. Driving by here as they're being turned away from that road. Folks, once again, this is occurring at the construction site for the new Trinity Hospital. We heard reports of the fire starting a little more than 10 minutes ago and have seen 3 big explosions since we've started this video.
Broadcasting live, the Night Report at 10 starts right now.
That's just one of the booms heard across the Magic City earlier this evening after a series of propane tanks exploded at the site of Minot's Future Hospital. Good evening and thanks for tuning in. We've been following this story all evening, gathering footage and reaction from witnesses as well as information on public safety. Jack Springate joins us live from the scene with the latest. Jack, what do you know?
Thanks, Joe. The propane tank fire here in Southwest Minot at the construction site for the future Trinity Hospital is contained now, and we just learned that the evacuation order has been lifted for the area. There is still a large police presence here and a presence from law enforcement. They had currently blockaded 37th Avenue Southwest, which leads to the construction site, and the city of Minot told us the plan to contain the fire is to let it burn itself out. We're told no one was hurt, and the fire caused a series of explosions that could be heard all across Minot. We're going to continue to monitor this situation and provide the latest details as they become available. Back to you, Joe.
All right, thank you, Jack. The fire drew people from all across the Magic City to witness it. Meanwhile, one resident who was evacuated said that his loved ones all the way on the other side of town could hear the blast. Listen in.
Our apartment complex sent us a text about 10 minutes before anything happened. They said emergency evacuate right now. I felt the explosion over at Wild Wings. My girlfriend's family felt it over North Hill as well.
It sounded like somebody hit her house. So we were outside in the yard, and then the second one went off. And then we seen the smoke, and then we headed down here to see it.
Now, as we just said, the evacuation was just lifted, but fire crews are going to remain on scene. All right, here's some stunning footage of the explosions. We're going to just sit on this footage for a moment so our viewers at home can see what this was like. I want to thank Sherry Lean for sharing this with us. Pretty remarkable. You see at least one tank explode, and then a short time after, another tank will explode. We were told that there were 24 1,000-gallon tanks of propane on scene. It's unclear at this time if all of the tanks exploded, but at least 2 of them were still on fire as of 9 p.m. Meanwhile, viewers sent us stunning photos of the fire. Check out this one from our viewer Taylor Locken. He shared these images with us at the peak of one of the blasts. We've gotten dozens of photos and videos, and if you have any of the incident that you'd like to share, feel free to email us at news@kmot.com. Before we go, we want to give you a quick update about our top story, of course, the fire in the southwest end of town. The evacuation order has been lifted. This is from earlier today. We want to show this video again. The evacuation order has been lifted, but fire crews are going to stay on scene throughout the night. The fire is contained. You look at this video right now. As bad as this looks, we have to give credit to our first responders in our community. It's worth noting because of their quick action in evacuating people and containing this. As bad as this has been, this could have been a lot worse. So we want to thank all of our first responders for the work that they did in containing this. This could have been a lot worse than it was.
That's right, Joe. Crazy situation all around, handled well as much as it could be. Have a great night, everybody.